Good morning. Well, it's just funny to me how all of a sudden it's finished. But I wanted to share with you an editing process because actually I'm not quite done with it. As you can see, I haven't signed it yet. I finished the transfers, the butterflies, last night. And after I did that, I actually did very little else except that I did work the eye. She's not Gaichad anymore. And I will just share with you my thinking now. So I was pleased with the transfers. I really wanted the butterflies to be more white, but of course they weren't really white to start with. So I will probably add some little white highlights just to carry that around a little bit. This is my very favorite daisy, and if I could do one similar to that, this is my least favorite part of the painting. Could be because I didn't do a whole lot to it, but I would like to bring a daisy similar to this, maybe right up here on top of this, so that this becomes more in the background. The little tiny daisies, I like them, but there's something here that's bothering me, and so I'm probably going to add one somewhere to break up that line that looks like it just goes around that red there. I'll probably add some more in this area and then set them back with a glaze on top of them. I wanted to point out that I did, the only thing I did to her hair that wasn't already done was I added kind of a little highlight line here and there along these strands of hair and this. This part of this transfer, I messed it up. I kept rubbing, and I was rubbing it off, not realizing that I was. And so this top wing here is actually glued on, collaged on rather than transferred. Now what I like about that is that it is a lighter, it's lighter than these others. It turns out that her hand is a prominent part in the painting. It does bring you in, and you follow around to her. And I think she does have a story. And I think she's standing just absolutely as still as possible while they flutter around her. And it makes me wonder what else she's thinking. So, I want to tell you what my next step is, and I want to get something to show you what I use. If I can find it. Okay. When I get to this stage, then I don't know if you can see it, but some paints are shiny and some are dull, and to bring it all out evenly, I use soft gel gloss. The gloss is important. at this stage. And so I'm going to do that, and I usually do it with a watered down coat all over. I do have to finish the sides because they're not finished yet. But I will brush that on, and when that's dry, then I will come on top of it with some of these little touches that I have mentioned. And one reason for that is it isolates what's there, so that if I don't like what I've added at the end, I can wipe it off pretty quickly. And I usually will do several coats of this gloss before the final coat of the Goldens. It's right here. Let me show you. The polymer varnish with the UVL S in it, which is ultraviolet filters and light stabilizers. Now, I happen to have gloss, and I generally don't like the high gloss, and mostly because it doesn't photograph well. But the last time I got this is all I could get. So sometimes I actually mix the two together, the satin and the gloss, and get somewhere in between. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do. Hello. I did what I said I was going to do. I put a coat of gloss medium on it, and then I have fiddled around and done all the things that I think I said I was going to do, and maybe a couple of more little things. I will point out, I liked this glow that she had, and it stopped here. I just took that all the way around and kind of into here. I moved her thumb over just a little bit, getting nitpicky. I did work on the eyes. Again, I didn't like the black that I had left there, and which is what happens when I leave my reference behind. But here is the reference, and there's not all that much dark right up there. It's kind of like, I don't know, but that was what I liked about her eyes. They were different. I also worked on her mouth because it was just a little bit cattywampus to me, and I like it better now. So this concludes this series of morning art. I need some time to paint without the camera going, and I look forward to that. But I hope you've enjoyed this series,